Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half acre homestead. And earlier this week I saw Miss Lori over at Whippoorwill Holler make what she called a pecan pie bread pudding. Whoo! I'm going to try my version of it. There's going to be less heavy cream, less sugar, but you know, it's all going to be good, right? So let's try our half acre homestead's version of pecan pie bread pudding. Now don't let the size of this bowl fool you. I'm baking it in this bowl because we don't need anything really huge now, do we? So I'm just going to spray this bowl with some oil, and we're going to make our custard first. So first, we're going to put in about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of 5% light cream. Now this is a little bit higher in fat than whole, but it's nowhere near 1/2 and 1/2. And we're going to put in 3 eggs. Now the reason we're doing the custard absolutely first is because we're going to be using my bread cubes that I put up in the with the dehydrator. So let's get these 3 eggs and this 1/2 cup of milk. Now that's good and liquidy. We're going to add some sugar, I don't know, 1/2 cup. Don't need a lot of sugar because we're going to be topping it, right? So just about 1/2 cup of sugar. Not even. Okay, I'm going to say 1/2 cup. Now, first things first, we're going to pour some of this into the bottom of our bowl here. And then these are our dehydrated bread cubes, folks. So I'm just going to drop some of them in there. Now, I personally like using dehydrated bread cubes for this because they soak up the custard so much better. Make sure we get all the sugar off the bottom, and then we're just going to pour this all over top. Every bread cube gets tucked in there. We actually could probably do a few more bread cubes. So don't throw away those crusts of bread and the ends of the loaf that nobody wants to eat. Dehydrate them. Keep them in a jar. All good for all kinds of things. All right. Because we don't want this too spongy either. Now you can add some cinnamon if you want. Actually, I should have added some vanilla. Now, we're going to put some pecans on top. This here is a 2-pound bag of pecans from Kirkland brand at Costco, and they were $17.99, I believe, or $18.99. They weren't as expensive as I have seen them in the past. Okay, so we're going to just take the rest of these pecans and we're going to just shake them all over top there. Nice sturdy bag. Thank you for the idea, Miss Lori from Whippoorwill Holler. You can put raisins in here if you want, but everybody knows how Howie feels about raisins. Now we're going to bring our custard bowl back here. Do about I don't know, 1/3 of a cup of sugar. This is organic sugar. Anticipation. And a drop there of molasses to give it that brown sugar flavor. Because I don't have any brown sugar and I haven't made any, so I'll be making some soon. We're gonna mix in, I don't know, a tablespoon or 2 of butter. See where I'm going with this? And now, we're just gonna crumble this. This is gonna be a lot, actually. This is why I don't put as much sugar in the pudding. This butter and sugar and molasses all over the top. And this is going into a 375-degree oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. Alrighty, isn't that truly lovely? We're going to let that cool down a little bit, and then we'll have some after with some little bit of whipped cream on top. Thank you for the idea, Miss Lori from Whip-Poor-Will Holler. Alrighty, it's still warm, but it's cooled down enough to handle. Well, let's see. Oh, look at that. All that puddingy and pecan goodness. Let's see what Papa thinks about that. This is pecan pie bread pudding. Gracie!
Stop it.
Gracie! Make sure you get a bit of that crunchy topping too. You can thank Miss Lori from Whip-Poor-Will Holler for the idea.
Nice crunchy pecan. Oh, that's very good.
You gonna share some with Gracie? Ooh, this is good. No wonder she gets her nose right up into your bowl. Like, she knows it's coming.
Thumbs up. Yep.
2 lick chops. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying thank you to Miss Lori from Whip-Poor-Will Holler. It wasn't her recipe, but it was pretty darn close. Papa approved, and Gracie too. Take care. God bless. Don't throw out the crusts and the heels of the bread. Freeze them until you got enough to dehydrate, and then you can make delicious desserts like this, right?